take a Big Bang Theory, or rather a Bang Bang Theory in this case, to figure out that this cast is quite confident that Bang Bang is going to be a sure shot success. I think it looks like that. The body language in more ways than one.
Let's answer that question, boys.
Who cares? We've got it in the bag.
The response which everyone's got for the trailer has been amazing, and so I think everyone's just relaxed is the word, not overconfident. Yeah,
relaxed and relieved. Well, obviously, you all are bringing out the best in each other. This whole film seems to be a very, daring sort of film, and we've seen that you've become quite the daredevil, especially on Twitter. Is there anything you'd want to dare? I mean, we've seen you dare a lot of your friends, but is there anything you'd want to dare Katrina to do, and dare the media to do?
Dare the media, I haven't thought of. That's a good.
That's a good one, though.
That's a good seed of thought.
Yeah.
For Katrina, I do have a dare. She's going to be confronted with it very, very soon.
He's already told me what it is, to be honest, and it's not interesting.
It's not interesting.
Wow.
That's a decoy.
Oh, that's a decoy? Oh, then I'm happy.
Prepping for it.
Okay. No, it wasn't. So what was the dare that you thought wasn't interesting?
I won't tell you. I won't tell you in case it is real.
No, I can't. It's going to be the actual dare.
He said a good thing in the morning somewhere else. He said that, he's daring people to do something which they wanted to actually do, or something they'd be excited to do. So what he had dared me to do, I was not happy about it in my heart. So I hope he's come up with another one.
Okay, so when are we going to get to hear about this particular dare? Today? Interesting. So you might as well tell me now. It's the big difference.
Put that 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever. That you told me, it's honestly is fine. Huh?
That's your problem.
Talking about daring, actually, Katrina, we thought that the interview you gave today was pretty daring. So at least a lot of us are of the opinion. So we're wondering why not go the whole hog with being daring.
And do what?
And say everything. Because
say everything about what? About my whole life, you have to have at least a 7-hour show.
At least a 7-hour show. We've got all the time in the world. We're sitting here doing nothing. We've been waiting for 2 hours in any case.
To the end, to the in-between. And I have a lot of opinions and a lot of thoughts.
Yeah.
And lots of different ways of looking at the same thing. So it really would take you a long time.
Okay, well, I'm just going to...
That's true.
Okay, I'm going to cut to the chase and just say it. So in this interview that you've given today, you seem to have referred to Ranbir as your soulmate. Nothing else. I'm not saying anything else, because you said you have a soul connection and things like that. So you can have several soulmates. You don't just have to have one.
True.
So we're just wondering if there's anything more you want to say on that front.
You have several soulmates? I didn't know that. Is that true?
Some people do have several soulmates.
You can have several
you can't have several soulmates.
I don't
you should
know.
do a film on that.
I wasn't aware of this. Yeah, this is an interesting thought.
Well, I mean, I'm guessing, Sam. No judgment here. You can. He's like, thank God.
I could have
Some people are made for you somewhere. I'm like, there's an interesting story there. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
You can have more.
You've given him a seed of thought, and I've got a seed of thought.
I'm giving you so many seeds of thought
wow,
in this
man,
interview.
that's a new film
really.
now. Yeah, many soulmates.
So coming back to Katrina, good save by the way. You deflected the attention
we
for
still
a
on
second.
that?
Yeah.
Sorry, cat.
So anything you'd like to say about your soulmate, which you came across as?
No, I was honestly not trying to make any statement, nor would I like to do that. We were speaking about Ranbir as a person, and it was a conversation with somebody who I know, and that's it. I just said what we were having a conversation about the years that I've known him, and that's the way it came out. But it's not to make a statement to anyone. It's just what I feel.
Okay, fine, fair enough. I'm going to move on now from this. And obviously, you have so many male admirers, really. But the women seem to love you as well these days. Like everyone from Sonam saying she has a girl crush on you to, everyone saying that you're dignified. What is all that about? How come all the other actresses have suddenly discovered...
1 second, Sid is in shock. Huh? Let him recover. Let him recover. He just peeped his head out in a, huh?
This is really an eye-opening interview, Kelly.
It's eye-opening, no?
Yeah, I wouldn't have watched this interview. Thank God I'm in it.
I think it's the girl crush that's gone.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I think it was the other part.
Visualizing.
I think it was, yeah.
How would that be like?
Well, Sonam has said this. She said it in an interview that she has a girl crush on you.
I think Sonam is trying to be sweet to me because...
But why is everyone trying to be so sweet to you? That's the question.
I think
people aren't
because
sweet to each other in this
I
industry.
think Sonam must feel a little protective over me because I've always told her that I'm in I'm speechless towards how she is able to dress the way she does. Her sense of style is incredible. So every time I see her, I'm like, if I bump into her at a restaurant, I'm like, have you like put this on yourself and left the house? And she's like, yeah, it's just a little something I threw on.
That's a very good Sonam imitation, by the way.
No, I wasn't imitating her, but I was like, I would never be able to put that together myself, and definitely wouldn't have it in my closet. So I think it's just returning the mutual admiration.
Okay, and Sid, why were you so shocked?
No,
Is girl crush a new term
It
to
was
you?
an exciting, amongst all the interviews, this was the most exciting sport. I guess.
He's a very imaginative person.
Yeah.
He's the director. Sonam, Girl Crush, Katrina. How would that look like? You know?
Very visual. Certainly.
It's already
Spike
this,
his imagination.
Off when I came back,
it's already this little storyboard in your head,
No.
basically.
Bang Bang Part 2.
Oh,
Moving
okay.
on.
You know, opposites generally tend to attract, but I think both of you are very actually similar in a lot of ways. The kind of look that you have, and also off screen, a lot of people have noticed similarities as well nowadays. You all both seem, again, in that very dignified zone, very philosophical, seem to have a larger picture in life.
who have you met?
Who have you been with? Who is speaking to you?
I get what
Oh,
you're
y'all have been
Really
spending
well.
time alone that we don't know about.
I get what he's saying. Basically, the common trait which you're referring to, of which that trait has a lot of ways of manifesting itself. So it's seeming like there are a lot of common traits. It's down to one word. It's called intelligence.
Ooh.
That's
So-
I
deep.
somehow felt that was a put down, but it's all
no,
right.
no, not at all. Because Hrithik, I think, in my opinion,
Yeah.
is an extremely intelligent person. I like to think of myself as reasonably intelligent. So I think that it's just that we both have.
She balances out the intelligence quotient. That's why you make a
Okay,
good
that
good
was a
pair.
backhanded compliment.
No, that's
Make
a
a very
direct
good pair.
insult. That's not a backhanded
I was
compliment.
trying to be nice. I was trying to
body
like
slam.
take away the
Every time I
ball.
want to feel intelligent,
Oh!
that's where I like to sit.
That shocked me. And you know.
And you
Give
thought
a
they
love,
got
give a love.
along.
Yeah, give a
It's
love.
all a lie.
Okay.
Let me tell you
Pass on
something
some
about
love.
that. And because I consider myself, I think, a friend of his. I've known him over the last 3.5 years. We've worked together in 3 films. That I want him to feel good about himself. So I purposely, curb
Undermined
the
her own-
intelligence, undermine my incredible
What charity?
intellect, just so he
Charity
can let
begins.
him feel a little confident and feel good about
That is
himself.
so big of you.
It is.
It's really big of her.
Do you go to sleep with this big halo around
I
your
do
head?
sometimes. Yeah, I stroke my head. Like that was so sweet of you.
can
This
see it
halo
right
is
now.
so heavy,
Yeah.
it's just getting in the way of everything.
He's and this film is what 2.5 years in the making,
Yeah,
or
2
2
years,
years,
2
something in
years.
the making. So, a lot of the life philosophies or the philosophies Hrithik has on life, I honestly do think some of them are amazing. Not all of them, but some of them I think have been really helpful. And he shares them with everybody, and he talks to whoever's around him.
Yeah.
And I think some of them have been very, very helpful. Again, I'm pointing out not all, but some.
So you've said not all for the second time in the span of 10 seconds.
some.
What is that philosophy you don't agree with?
All the ones which are very hard to put to practical use.
No, I don't agree. I don't agree with the too many of them.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's hard
Okay,
for
you
her
have to
to.
let loose and relax.
You know,
sometimes.
the hard disk space needs to have enough
space.
storage space to.
It's okay. I take it. I'm gracious. Remember,
Very
he said
gracious, I have to say.
No, give love.
No problem.
Cat, we love you.
We love you. We love you.
She's like, it's too late. I'm not talking to you
She
guys
feels
after
the love
this
now.
interview.
She feels it.
She feels love. And Hrithik, anything you'd like to say about what's
No,
actually
I
common
really
between
think
the two
I think
of you?
she's a very very intelligent person. I mean, she's really intelligent.
But you can say it like with believing in it.
I'm saying for the third time, she is really intelligent.
Yeah.
She's so intelligent.
But can you say it in a nice
that,
way?
that she can like actually think of 15 different things at the same time. You know, and that's how she keeps you. You know, trying to figure out all the time where exactly is she right now? Is she here? Is she there? You know, where? So she'll ask you a very, very important question.
these compliments
She'll really stimulate your mind by asking you a really good question. And you know, you'll go into this, wow man, that's a good question. Let me think about this. And by the time you've come up with the answer, she's left the building. I mean, she's just like, what?
moved on.
Like,
She's
why
two
you
steps
why you
ahead
saying
of the
that?
curve.
You asked me the question,
I
dude.
can't help it if my mind is just so fast and so
She's
sharp.
like Lucy.
I can't help it.
You know, we don't like you because you look this way and you have this fast,
I am
sharp
joking. I
mind.
assure you, my mind is not that fast and is not that sharp.
It's not
and
that
And the
fast.
question, it's
that.
probably not sharp at all. And the questions I'm asking him, and then it seems like I've left the building, is that I do have a bad habit of daydreaming. That's all.
Okay. But you seem to be someone who's very focused and who actually manages to keep track of everything. So
From
honestly,
time to time. From time to time.
But also multitasking is a very woman thing.
Oh
And,
yeah,
the fact
yeah.
that
She can do her hair, her eyebrows, say a dialogue, and also then dance in her high heels all at the same time.
So were you purposely trying to not be a good dancer so that Hrithik wouldn't feel bad? Were you like holding back on your
Yeah, she had
dancing
to try really
skills?
hard to be a
Was
bad
that
dancer.
also what you were trying to do? Considering with the intelligence also,
Trying
she
to
was
make me
holding
look good.
back.
Once again, first I have to clarify the question.
I'm leaving this
When
interview.
was she a bad dancer?
I'm leaving this
When did
interview.
she dance
First
badly?
you have to say
I was
clearly that I danced
joking.
badly. Actually, she's joking.
I was joking.
Dangerous, huh? That's
Not
a
tell
dangerous
Kat that
territory.
stunts and dance.
Dangerous territory.
No, on a serious note,
Dangerous territory.
you know,
I'll
honestly,
tell you the honest truth, and I swear
She
to you, I'm
has
telling the truth.
actually taught
If
me
Hrithik
some
lets me,
sense.
if Hrithik lets me talk, though.
Okay. I'm going to let you choose who wants to go first.
He has to finish first.
Hrithik, but actually, okay, let's
No,
go
I'm
with
finished.
you.
No.
That was the end of the story. It was so small. She thought only some steps, bus.
Oh, you want me to talk about? Oh,
Elaborate.
No, bus done. Okay, fine, I'm talking now. So,
No, she
I think-
really is. She's a better dancer than me because she's a natural, right? I take hours and hours of rehearsal prep and stuff like that, but she's a natural. Like if we were in a disco and we were dancing, I'd be struggling and she'd be like, there.
I'm sorry, but no offense to Katrina, but I find that very difficult to believe
No, so
because
now
you
let
are
me
like
tell
you are poetry in motion.
So let me
Literally,
let me
you
tell
are.
you. Let me
I
tell you
mean,
the actual.
Which
truth.
poetry?
Actual truth is in my head. I've also been doing in the last few years a lot of songs on my own. So whether it was a song in whatever film, I've been dancing on my own primarily, and the guy has genuinely been sitting watching. So either Amir or Hrithik and Agnipath, whoever it was, Akshay I've been dancing on my own. So I was building up this kind of feeling inside. I'm absolutely. I'm a pretty good dancer, man. Yeah, I'm pretty good. So we started our rehearsals, and I was extremely confident. I think deep inside I thought I was as good a dancer as Hrithik. So we started our rehearsals. I was actually trying to teach him a few steps, and I thought I was being really helpful. But in the end, the final result, I have to agree with you. He definitely at this point in our life, I would have to accept is a better dancer than me. But I'm
At
not
this point.
At this point, I'm not willing to accept that permanently. If we get another chance, if there is some
fair
chance,
enough.
I would like another attempt at it. But at this point, I would accept that he's probably a better dancer.
yeah. Hrithik is pretty tough to beat.
Yeah, I know. It
No
is.
one is trying to discourage
I know.
you, but
I know.
you're
It's
pretty
sad.
I
That's
could
one of
argue,
those
but
things-
I'm too tired to argue.
Quickly, Jay.
Now-
I mean, there was this
talking
one
about-
step, all right? I'm going to talk about this one
Oh
step.
my
One
God.
step,
No, one second.
right? Where we had to be together
I'm very
and do
hungry.
this
I
and
need
do this
some
wave.
You asked for it.
Right.
I've asked for it, seriously.
All right. Shall I or not?
I would not.
Oh.
Come on, you
Okay.
have to tell us now.
So we had to do this wave, all right? Now she has her own way of doing the wave. I've got my way of doing the wave. Now both of us have to somehow kind of like, merge into that,
And be in
it's got to like look really
sync.
in sync. But yeah, so either I had to do it her way or she had to do it my way.
So which way did it come out? in the
We
end?
it came out
Highway.
in some third way. And that's the end of that conversation.
We had so much fun shooting it, and we love it.
A lot of talk lately in the media about women especially, and women empowerment and things like that, and especially with the recent, I hate to use the word controversy, but no other word is coming to mind at the moment, over Deepika Padukone. Is there anything you would want to say to that, Katrina? Is there any opinion particularly you have on that?
Without saying anyone is right and anyone is wrong, because honestly I haven't exactly gotten into the details of it, but from whatever little I see, I do think that anything trying to exploit or show something in an unpleasant manner or make a spectacle of it is not necessary. I think it is avoidable. There's these many times where it's a slightly different example, but where a girl, so for example, you're wearing a dress right now, and you may get up to go somewhere, and the photographer tends to be lower than the stage, and they'll click a moment, and then say maybe your shorts are visible or something underneath your dress is visible, and then they circle that and put that that. I do feel can
we
be
noticed
avoided.
you doing that at the Bang Bang press conference
Yes,
recently.
but
So have you become more cautious as
I
a
think
result?
no, I've been doing that since the time, because that
Okay.
happened to me during the time of Dhoom, where I was on the stage and this happened. So I do think it would be nice for me not to have to say that.
Absolutely, that's
And there are certain photographers who actually will tell you. So for example, if they're at an angle and they realize it's a bit tricky, they do kind of give you a sign, and you really respect that. And when I see those photographers say
That is
when
so
they're
nice.
It is actually the guy who we shot with today, box office. He's one of the people you used to see in every press conference who used to tell you, like, now your dress is ridden up a little bit. So he would just tell you, because the angle is such, you have to be careful. And I think as an actress, it would be nice to not have to say that. And I did say that, guys, please just be careful of the way you're shooting.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of just respecting each other, and that's it.
Absolutely. And as the two handsome men here, do you have an opinion on this subject? I mean, obviously it's not something
they can shoot me however they want. Whenever I get up, then they can aim wherever they want, and I'm quite okay with it.
Yeah.
Well, guys wear jeans and girls wear dresses.
No, I didn't
it's a
mean
little
with
different.
respect to you, but
of course it's
obviously
wrong.
to the
It's wrong.
Yeah.
To intrude in a personal space like this. I don't even need to say it. I mean, we know it's
I think it's a
wrong.
given. Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, it's about time that people take that responsibility. It's
As consumers themselves.
it needs to start at a different source. It's the people who have the weapon in their hands, the cameras. They need to get a bit more responsible to understand that it's hardly going to raise. What's it going to give you back? More sales of what? More eyeballs. I mean, there's so much more out there to focus on, to contribute and to entertain with. Not this. This is ridiculous. This is it's not done.
It's been a very, very fun interview. At least I think so. I don't know if you guys thought so. But thank you so much
course,
for
thank you.
joining us. And here's hoping that Bang Bang is a huge success at the box office.
Thank you.
I'm
Don't be
sure it
misled.
will
We
be.
all love each other. We all like each other's dancing. We all get along. We all had a great time.
It's not like that on camera.
This is
Too much
Not
love.
like that on camera.
I don't know what it is. It is. We're just very opinionated people. That's all.
We shall take you for your word.
End
Thank
it
you
on that
so
note.
much.
Thank you. Thank you for having
Bang
us.
bang guys. Bang
Thank
bang.
you.